crafty friends.
Hello everyone.
How are you guys doing today on this beautiful Thursday? It is me and Sadie in here today. We are doing it old school again. So, and can y'all tell I couldn't help myself. I love this sweater so much I had to wear it today, and I did cut it off. I did cut the bottom of it off.
It's so stinking adorable.
I can't help it. I'm the type of person though, like I can't stand like the elastic on the bottom of a sweatshirt.
Me either.
Like even if I leave it long, I'm still gonna cut that elastic off. Like I'm still gonna cut that off the bottom. I don't know why, it's just not for me. I'm not saying that, I mean, it may be for you, but it's just not for me. But anyway, today we are going to be making some absolutely amazing coasters that I think you all are going to flip for. And these are so cheap and so easy, and I promise you they look like they came from like Crate and Barrel. And all we're doing this for under $1. Like I can't even under $1.
Insane.
Yes, because you have to think about it. The tiles are very cheap. And we're doing you can get 4 of these trees. Actually, you could probably get more. It's not actually, I know you can get more of these on 1 sheet of Waterslide decal. I did not, we're just doing 4. But anyway, so easily done, super affordable. If you have never worked with Waterslide decal, y'all, today is the day we're gonna learn. You're gonna learn this together. We're all about using new materials, working with new materials the past couple days. So I don't want you all to get scared. I don't want you to be like, I can't do that. I don't know what Waterslide is. We're gonna teach you everything that you need to know to make these cute coasters. Let's go ahead and show them up close what these coasters look like. I mean,
are you
y'all,
kidding me? Those are so perfect.
They're so like, they look so store-bought. They look so professional. And like, I can't even with these. And yes, we are gonna seal these. We're actually gonna seal all of these with the Maker's Magic, and it still gives us a nice like matte finish, which I love. It's so cute. I'm gonna seal these again. I'm not gonna be able to seal the ones that we make today with the Waterslide because it does have to dry down, but look at these, how cute. And y'all, the felt pads on the back, this is just a regular tile that we ordered, which I do really like the natural stone. If you don't like the natural stone, you can get just a regular tile, white or cream colored tile from Home Depot, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of your local hardware stores. And these felt pieces came from Dollar Tree. And we're just putting the felt pieces on the bottom for little feet. And they're just so cute. And you can make 4 of these for so cheap.
Yes, so cute.
They really are. One thing that I do want to talk about, y'all, we have some big news.
Ooh.
We have some big news, and I'm so excited. I can't tell you today.
Oh snap! Oh,
But it's gonna be huge. But before we talk about the big news, real quick, okay? If you were not with us yesterday, we did announce that we're kicking off our Black Friday sale super early, meaning we are doing $75 off our yearly membership, y'all. That is insane. We only do this sale just very few times a year. So make sure if you are on the fence about membership, right now is the prime time to join our membership. Like I said, $75 off your yearly membership using the code 75OFF. So 75 off. Sadie's gonna drop that in the comments for you. Code 75OFF gets you $75 off our membership, bringing it down under $200, y'all. That is insane. And not only that, we are sweetening the deal for you guys with, get this, our Master Your Cricut, your 30-day challenge workbook. You're getting this mailed to you. I mean, for free. This is just a bonus. We wanted to make sure we really help you master your Cricut. And y'all, this is like the ticket to learn your Cricut. Now, let me just make sure that you guys know and understand that you do get automatically, as soon as you sign up, you get access to this book digitally. Okay, so if you are a member, you are a monthly, you are already a yearly, or even a dollar deal, y'all, you have access to this book digitally. However, we know and understand that a lot of our friends here on our channel, you all are a physical book kind of people. Like, you like having it in your hands, you like being able to hold on to this forever. So once again, if you sign up for the year today, you get this workbook. Shipped to you for free. Now let's go over ahead and look at what we have in this workbook. So you can see, like, this is a big, hardy workbook. Like, we have some really, really, really good information in this, from getting your Cricut out of the box, setting it up, everything that you get in the box with your Cricut. We talk about that. We go through setting up your machine, what you need to do, best practices. We go through beginner Cricut terminology, y'all, and this is something that is so, so important. So if you are new to the die cutting world, a lot of times we will be talking within the community, like talking to each other and saying words that may sound completely foreign to you, but we go through that terminology step by step in here, so you do not feel left out. You know what we're talking about, and it's just, it really helps you. It sets a really good foundation for building in the future and learning all of the new things. So we also go through, give you a tour of Design Space. So many good things to talk about. This video in and of itself is like 45 minutes long. I mean, it's insane. And then we go through everything that you, like all of the different tools, the different blades, what you may need, what you don't need, choosing your first project, working with vinyl and HTV, layering, print and cut. I mean, y'all, it is all in here. If you thought about, if there's something that you need to learn about your Cricut, it's in here. It's amazing. Yes, it is set up for beginners to take you from an absolute novice to a pro in 30 days. This is a self-paced workbook. You can do this. We've had people do it in 2 and 3 days, and people who have taken their time and learned it a little at a time. So this is something that is self-paced. You can do it at your own speed. But like I said, if you want to jump in on membership today, it is $75 off using code 75OFF. And you get this shipped to you for free. I mean, it's a win-win for you guys. Yeah. Robin said, are you all doing a giveaway today? We had not planned on doing a giveaway today. No, we had not. But we are doing lots and lots of giveaways starting on Monday. Yes. So there are sometimes we like to throw in like a little freebie giveaway every now and then, but since we have so many giveaways coming up next week, we're not going to do one today, but let's talk about why you need to come to boot camp on Monday. Yeah. And I'm going to try to phrase this without giving too much away.
Oh, snap.
But I want to build the anticipation because, y'all, it is huge. It is huge. So we have a big announcement.
Yeah, we
going on Monday, happening Monday, first day of boot camp. I'll give you all, maybe give you a few little tidbits. And I'm standing here trying to think, how can I give them tidbits of information and not give it away? Let's see. I feel like it's something. Sadie, can you think of how we could give them like a little clue without telling them?
Oh my gosh. I'm really good at guessing gifts, so I'm very bad at...
You're very good at guessing, so you're very bad at like telling. You know what? I don't want to give anything away, so let's just say you've got to be there Monday.
Oh, you have to.
You have to.
This is insane. It's crazy.
Yeah. Kathy asked who won yesterday. We had a friend named Nell.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our friend's name was Nell that won yesterday. Tara says, you're killing me. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. There is no charge for boot camp. We are doing things kind of going back to our roots with this boot camp. The last couple boot camps, we did something where you gave us your email, you signed up for it, you got the supply list in the email, and you also got the cut files. Whether you were a member or not, you got the cut files. So we're moving that strategy back to the kind of old school way that we used to do it. We've already sent out supply lists. You all are gonna get the supply list early. If you didn't get it in your email by chance, all you have to do is go onto our channel here, wait till after this live, and then you can go to our scheduled live streams that we have coming up. And if you go down in the description, you will see all the supply links down there. They're ready for you. However, you do have to be a member to get the files for this boot camp, so you can follow along. And the last two boot camps, it was like we gave you the files for free without having to be a member, but then after like a week, we took those videos off of our channel and put it behind our membership. This time the videos are staying on our channel. They're not going anywhere. So you can watch them 6 months from now. However, like I said, the cut files that we're gonna be using, you do have to be a member, so that's why it's important if you want to learn your Cricut or you want to be a part of our community, either join us with the yearly, get this amazing workbook shipped to you right to your door for free, or you can join us for $1 if that's not your speed and you just kind of want to learn and see how things are on our website, inside the membership. You can join for $1. That is an option, but the best deal, y'all, really is the yearly membership. And plus, if you want to join for $1, you can do that. We put so much into our website and our membership site that I think you're gonna get in there and you're automatically gonna wanna join for a year.
Oh,
so
for sure.
you will get, you're gonna get that $1 credited. So instead of it being $195, it would be $194 if you decided to upgrade. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. If you do upgrade, if you're a monthly member now, one other thing that I want to make sure you all know, if you are a monthly member now and you upgrade to yearly, you get credited. If you say you've paid $27 this month, we're halfway through the month, you want to upgrade, you're going to get credited that last half of the month, so you're not going to pay the full $195. So just keep that in mind. It will be a good time to go ahead and upgrade if you ask me.
Yeah.
So that was all a mouthful. Let's get to crafting and let's talk about the supplies that you need to make this project today. So
yes,
let's go ahead and go overhead and let's talk about everything we have here on the table. So the base of our project is going to be our tiles. Once again, if you want to see exactly where we got our tiles, our links are in the description down below the video. And Sarah, no, it is not just for members. Boot camp is for everyone. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your buddies, tell everybody to come to boot camp. You don't have to be a member to win. You just have to be here. Actually, I think the way that we are doing it is giving everyone a chance. So like on Monday, we'll announce what the giveaway is. We'll give everybody a chance to watch the replay, comment on the live, comment on the replay. We go back and choose the winner based on live and previously watched comments. So make sure you comment both places, and then we announce the giveaway, the Monday giveaway, on Tuesday. But you don't have to be a member to win. Okay? Love that. Is the announcement based on a particular color? The announcement is not based on a particular color, but there's going to be lots of colors in this announcement.
That was a good question, though. Yeah.
That is a good question, but there's going to be a lot of colors inside the announcement.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
A lot of colors.
Yep, and that was what I just said was also
you better be careful.
Loaded. Yeah. That was a loaded statement. Just FYI.
Loaded.
So back to supplies. Back to supplies. You have your tiles. Once again, these are natural stone tiles. You do not have to have the natural stone. You can have the smooth tiles if that's what you want. We are using inkjet Waterslide decal paper, and I'm gonna move these so I don't break them. This is inkjet Waterslide decal paper. We do love this brand. Sunny Scopa. Never ever had an issue with this. This is the clear, okay? So that is why you can see the color of the tile behind this. This is the clear Waterslide decal paper. They do have white Waterslide decal paper. I just saw Kelly's question. Is it bigger than a bread box? I don't know.
You're just gonna have to see Monday, okay?
But there might be something in that question that might be...
Oh snap. Oh snap.
I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. But there is one word in that question. That has something to do with what we're announcing on Monday. Okay. Back overhead. Okay. So, Waterslide decal paper. When you are working with Waterslide decal paper, one part that is super, super important is your polyacrylic spray. Now, we love the Rust-Oleum. This is just a clear sealant, semi-gloss clear. This is gonna be very, very important when it comes to this process, because once you print on the Waterslide decal paper, you have to put 3 coats of this on here before you cut it, okay? I already have 2 coats on it at the moment. So we're gonna put a 3rd coat on it, we're gonna let it dry, and then we will cut it, okay? The next thing you're going to need, some felt feet here. These are just have the adhesive back on them, so all we have to do is take that little paper piece off and pop those on the back of our tiles. We do have a light grip mat. That's just to hold down our Waterslide decal when it comes to cutting on our Cricut. And then last but not least, we have some Maker's Magic, y'all. This is taking over the crafting community. What is my Cricut doing? I turned it on and I felt like it spun that wheel for 5 minutes. Anyway, let's talk about this Maker's Magic. Number 1, I'm obsessed with it. This stuff really changes the game when it comes to sealants. I truly, truly think that it does. It goes on so nicely. This says it's a gloss finish, but like for this project, it doesn't give me like a super high gloss finish. But y'all, even applying it, if you didn't watch the video that we released last Sunday, this past Sunday, make sure that you go back and watch it, because we compare it to Mod Podge, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so, so good. So we are using this to seal our project today. I'm just gonna be using a brush to seal it with, paintbrush. You can use a paintbrush, you can use a sponge, really anyone will be fine. We are just gonna be using a paintbrush to seal this today. Kelly asked, can you use Maker's Magic on fabric? I am not 100% sure. I've never used Maker's Magic on fabric. I'm sure you can, like why couldn't you? I will say this, I have seen people using Maker's Magic to sublimate with. You better believe I'm gonna try it. You better believe I'm gonna test it out. I'm sure it works beautifully. So just know that we are gonna be using Maker's Magic a lot coming up. So we'll just say that. We're gonna be using Maker's Magic a lot. Now, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and before we get started, one thing that I do want to do, remember I told you guys that I had already done 2 coats of this on our Waterslide decal. One thing that I have to do, we have to do a 3rd coat on it. So I want to go ahead and put that 3rd coat on it super quick. That way it can dry. So while we're working in Design Space, this can dry and then we can cut it. You are going to cut it after you do the polyacrylic, okay? So keep that in mind. One thing that you definitely need to do when you are working with like a spray sealant that is in like an aerosol can, do this in a well-ventilated area, do this outside, do this not in an enclosed area because y'all, the fumes are a lot. The fumes are a lot. So I'm going to step right outside this door in our studio super fast. I'm gonna give it a quick little spray and I will be right back, okay? Give me 2 seconds. Beautiful. That's how fast that was. Just a very light coat. Nothing, you don't want to do it super thick. So while that door stays open, that's sitting outside drying, we are going to hop over into Design Space. Now, before we hop over there, one thing I want to make sure that you all know, if you do look in the description, this file is not in the description just yet. That was with things being crazy here at the office. Alicia's been on maternity leave, you know, we've kind of been a little thin. So we did overlook that. We are getting that added to our website and then added into the description. It will be on the website. But in the meantime, if you are wanting to craft with us, I have found a pretty good alternative to this specific file that you may want to look into. So let's go ahead and hop over to the share screen and let's go over to our website, not the font book. And if you just type in trees, this is going to be on page 6. This green Christmas tree, y'all, it is a beautiful, like, I love this. I think it is so pretty. If I didn't already have 2 coats of that polyacrylic on the trees that I printed out, I would be probably using this one so that we would have 2 variations of coasters here at the office. So just know this is a really, really good option for this project, okay? Green Christmas tree is a great option for this project. Now, like I said, the other file that we're going to be using is going to get added to the website very soon, probably in the next 30 minutes or so, and then added into the description. But for right now, back in Design Space, you can see this is the tree that we're using. It's a little bit more realistic compared to this one that looks more like watercolor, which I love that. But this is the tree that we're going to be using, so we're going to add this to canvas. Add this to our canvas. Why do you use both the spray sealant and the Maker's Magic? Aren't they both sealers? Yes, Lorraine, they are both sealers. However, you have to use the spray sealant on the actual Waterslide decal for it to work, okay? So it's not going to work if you don't have the spray sealant on the Waterslide decal. It's like it creates a barrier for that decal to slide off the backing and then stick to the medium that you're working with. And then from there, we're going to put Maker's Magic on top of that to seal in the tile and seal in our seal our Waterslide decal onto our tile so that it is usable. Okay, so once we have our tree, whatever tree you want to use in Design Space, the first thing that I love doing is I love taking my blank and I love measuring so that I can get an idea of how large I need to make this. So no matter what tile you use, we are using a 4x4 tile. So once we have that measured, we're going to go back to Design Space. Now you can use, I personally grab just regular shapes. So I just grab a normal shape. I'm going to size this to a 4x4 square. You can see here. Now, if you want to, you can change this in your operations from a basic cut to a guide. That's going to be your prerogative. I personally think it's a little harder working with it as a guide just because it's just this line and I really want to see like how I want to see a solid square, okay? So what we're going to do now, we are going to bring this to front. I'm going to bring it to front, and you can see that we have this tree. If we were to just print it like it is, it's going to print out every single little thing, which we do not want to do. What you're going to want to do before we go any further is we're going to add an offset. So with your tree selected, you're going to come up here to offset, and you are going to add a pretty good little offset, because like I said, we just want the outside of the tree, okay? And for some reason, Cricut is, I think it's because there's so much negative space in this tree that it does take it a minute to recognize everything. So we're gonna give it a minute to try.
It's very complex and detailed.
Yeah, so we're gonna give it a minute to try to see if Cricut will recognize it. Let's cancel for just a second and make it a little bit bigger and see if that works. Oh no, now Design Space is just not working, period. What in the world? Okay, here we go. Offset. Interesting. Still not working. Okay, let's try something real quick. Let's try to save. And let's go to, let's reload Design Space. And let's see if this helps. While we're waiting on Design Space to reload, what are you all getting into today? Oh no, it's not doing anything. Is anybody else having issues with Design Space? Like, what is going on? Okay, let's try this offset one more time. Okay, so Kathy says Design Space has been a little spacey today. I'm glad it's not just us. But the good part about it is we already have one with an offset, and I will show you what it looks like if this offset does not want to work. Holly says Cricut's being stubborn today. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, when are they not anymore? I feel like. Okay, it's still being wonky. Karen, going for an MRI on my knee. Well, I hope that everything turns out great. What are you gonna be crafting later? Okay, we're gonna cancel this. Jill says watching from work. Girl, same. So I'm just gonna, you know what, we're gonna zoom this, and I'm gonna change our canvas color to a light gray so we can see this with the offset. So what we have done, oh, now it's gonna give me problems again. Probably sized it too big. I tried to reload it too, and it's still not helping me for some reason. Okay, we're gonna size this back down and try not to have issues. So once you add your offset, let's try to add an offset to this now that we have, like, that's not as detailed. Like, offset's just not working for me, period. Just not working for me, period. Joy, can inkjet Waterslide paper be used in a laser printer? No, it is specifically made for inkjet. Now, do they make laser Waterslide? I'm not sure, but it's specifically made for inkjet. So anyway, Design Space is giving us issues. So what you need to do once you, let me try force reload. Let's try force reload. We'll come back to it. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed that force reload is gonna work. And then if it doesn't, we're just gonna keep on a trucking.
On trucking.
Okay.
Okay.
Review warnings on layer panel. Yes, Cricut, I know that that's too big. So let's try offset one more time. One more time. Tammy is listening while working, making for sale signs for my house. Are you selling your house and making your own for sale signs? Wow. Kelly's making baby blankets. I love that.
So cute.
What else is, Karen says, what else is new with Design Space? I had to walk away yesterday. I don't know. I wasn't having issues on my actual computer this morning. I don't know why it's giving us issues here. So anyway, let's go back. I'm gonna change the color so we can see this a little bit better. So what's gonna happen, let me unflatten this. So what's gonna happen when you do add your offset is your Waterslide decal and your offset are going to be two separate layers that you can see here on your layers panel. So what you need to do, I'm just going to center these back together. What you have to do for it to just print the outline, y'all, you have to make sure they are both selected, okay? You have to make sure they're both selected, and we have to flatten them together. So what that's going to do is it's just going to cut around the outside, and because this layer, this offset layer is white, an inkjet printer doesn't have white ink, so it's not going to print that, okay? So once you flatten your layers together, what you're going to do, you are going to size it down to the proper size, and then that's it. That's all you have to do. How beautiful is that? Okay? And actually, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to reload Design Space. I just now thought about this. We're gonna replace. I don't wanna save this because I've already printed, so it has to be the exact size that I printed. And all I did was went in there and printed what we already had. So, what we're gonna do, I get it, Cricut, why are you not doing anything? There we go. We're gonna delete this out. And that's all you have to do. You're ready to go. Absolutely ready to go, okay? From there, we're gonna go to Make It. And this is where I like to tell Cricut how many copies I want of something. So if you make coaster sets of 4, what you can do, I'm changing this from 8.5 by 14 to 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper. And I am taking this up and I want 4 copies of this tree, because I'm doing a set of 4 coasters, okay? Beautiful, love that. Once you have got to this point, what we are going to do, we are going to click Continue. We are going to send this to the printer. We will be using the Canon TS8100 series. For this specific project, I'm turning the bleed off and always using system dialog, okay? Always use system dialog. From there, we're going to click print. The system dialog will pull up behind here. You don't have to go get it, but if you want to go get me a bowl of water, you can do that.
I will go get you a bowl of water.
That would be beautiful, because I did forget a bowl of water. Once the system dialog is pulled up, what you're going to do is, we always love to feed things from the rear tray. So you're going to select rear tray, media type for this one. I chose photo paper just because the inkjet, the Waterslide decal paper does have it's like a shiny paper. And I'll show you guys here in a minute when Sadie gets back. We'll go overhead and I'll show you what it looks like, and why I chose photo paper. And then of course, we're changing our quality from normal up to best. From there, you would just hit print and then it would print your decal. Now, like I said, we have already printed, so we're not gonna go through that process. I just like to walk you through the process. So now, once it's printed, what you're going to do is you are going to start the process. I just stepped outside to get our Waterslide decal. So you're gonna start the process of adding your polyacrylic spray. Now, I think it is best when we use 3 coats of this. So what you need to do, add your first coat, just a very light spray, but you wanna make sure you cover everything. And then you're gonna wait for 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, until it is completely dry. And then you're going to add your second coat. And you're gonna repeat that process 3 to 4 times. I'm just doing 3 for today. And then once it has completely dried down, we are going to let our Cricut cut. Now, since we're overhead, let's talk about what the Waterslide decal looks like before it prints. So I told you all I would show you. You can see how shiny that is. So that's why I chose photo paper, just to get the best results, because it is that shiny, slick surface. So that is what our Waterslide decal looks like before we add the polyacrylic spray. Now, after you add the polyacrylic spray, because this is a semi-clear or a semi-gloss. It does it mats it down just a little bit, and you all may not be able to see it, but you can feel the polyacrylic on there. Now, once you have done that, we are going to add this to let's do it right here. Add this to our mat. I'm gonna make sure I burnish it down really well. And I'm actually gonna burnish it from the back just so I don't damage any of the polyacrylic spray. Just gonna make sure it gets on there really well. Okay. And then from there, we are going to send it to our printer. Now, the setting, oh, it's not connected. Oh, that's why, because I forgot to disconnect this. Oh, I may have to go back for just a second. What's it doing? Y'all, I did bring my Cricut in here instead of using the Explorer that we normally use. So I'm gonna have to go back because, yep, we're gonna have to go back. Yes, cancel the cut. I'm gonna have to change it to a maker series. And then from there, we'll go back to make it. And then come on now. Okay, back through this process, 8.5 by 11, 4 copies. Sorry guys, I forgot that I had changed the machine. Beautiful, love that. Go to continue. We have already printed. We are using our maker series, and the setting that you are going to cut this on is going to be heavy cardstock, okay? We're cutting this on the heavy cardstock setting. All you have to do, you have to have a fine point blade for this, so there's nothing special per se, but once we've chosen that setting, we are going to send it through the Cricut. Now, the reason that we are cutting it on heavy cardstock is because we want it to cut through like the actual Waterslide decal and the backer. And you'll understand why here in just a minute. So does anyone have any questions so far?
Well, first off, Carol says you're great at teaching. Lauren is great at
Thank you,
teaching.
Carol. I
She's
mean,
a
I did
natural.
spend 4 years in college learning how to teach. So,
Well, it shows.
well, thank you, Carol. You're so sweet. Just gonna be real honest, guys. I really hope that this recognizes and cuts this beautifully, because I did, like I said, I did print this earlier. I didn't move anything on my mat. So let's keep our fingers crossed that Cricut decides to play nice with us today and cut this where it should. Kathy said, does it have to be Rust-Oleum spray, or can it be the polyacrylic brand spray? It can be the polyacrylic brand spray. It doesn't have to be that Rust-Oleum brand. That's just the kind that we have normally used. Could you use this on a larger tile to make like a heated plate or a hot pot or pot holder kind of thing? I would think so. I would think that would be the Cricut gods are in our favor. It is cutting exactly where it should, and this is why I brought this machine in here, because the last time I tried to do print and cut on that
You jinxed us, Lauren. Oh.
Never mind, they're not. They decided they didn't want to be. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, you know what the good part about this is there are 3 more of these that we caught it, because Sadie is watchful. So I'm gonna grab a stickier mat.
Of course that happened, guys. So crazy.
You never want to speak too soon. You never want to speak too soon. Okay.
Pow.
Except this one doesn't feel super sticky either.
What?
I mean, it does, but
Could you use tape, maybe?
probably, just to be on the safe side. Y'all know me.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
It was. Okay. Let's try this again. Now, this is not necessary, guys. This is not necessary. Yes, Jen, I spoke too soon. But, you know, it's kind of like when you're crafting live, it seems to something has to go wrong. So we're just going to tape this puppy down so that there's no way for it to go anywhere this time. Make sure it gets stuck down on this mat real good. Okay, let's try it again. We're gonna go back over here. Let's load it in. We are gonna be working with heavy cardstock. We're still on the same mat. Beautiful, and let's try it again. Now it is going to cut in this area again. That'll be fine. I'm just not gonna use that one. I will use a different one. So if this ever happens to you guys and you see it doing this, hit that pause button to stop your Cricut and then unload your mat, okay? So it's all good, no worry. Lorraine said, I was wondering if a light grip mat would be good. Normally it is, and honestly, this light grip mat it's pretty sticky. I mean, y'all can see, it's not super sticky. I don't know if it was just not in my favor. Maybe I didn't burnish it down super well. Like I said, I thought it did. Halloween may be over, but the gremlins are still causing havoc. The Cricut gremlins are, yeah, you are right, they are. How did we cut the same layer again? We just made sure that it was selected on our mat. Go to the share screen. We just wanted to make sure that this stayed selected, and you can cut that again, okay? So back to our Cricut. You can see it's just cutting the same area it was in a while ago, not a big deal. The pause button is, if you have a maker, it's actually the same on both an Explore and a Maker series. It's right here, these two little lines here. Now it may be different on the Explore Air 2, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's still right here. Yes, when in doubt, painter's tape out, absolutely, amen, hashtag retweet all the time. I keep a good old thing of painter's tape in my drawer right beside of me, so in case that were to ever happen, I can just pull it out and tape it down. Now, one thing you need to get prepared while your Cricut is cutting is a bowl of water. This is a Waterslide decal, so we are gonna be using water. And y'all, it seems scary, but it's not. Any good, reasonably priced brands of cardstock made in USA. Robin, we are obsessed with Celebration Warehouse cardstock. Check them out. I think it's like celebrationwarehouse.shop. If you just Google Celebration Warehouse, they have some of the best cardstock. It cuts like butter. They have shed-free glitter cardstock. Ashley Falco is the owner of that company. We adore her. She is such an amazing crafter, and she did a lot of paper crafting. So she used to have an Etsy shop, and she did a lot of paper crafting, and from there, decided to start her own cardstock company, and we love it here at Maker's Gonna Learn. So check that out. We think you will adore that cardstock because we do. Yes, it's okay. Listen, we caught it, Maribel, we caught it in enough time. No need to, yeah, it's sad, but you know what? That's why I printed 4 of them. That way we have extras to work with. Yeah, and another thing is I also have trust issues, so I use tape a lot as well. Yes, Donna said in the shipping time with Celebration Warehouse is very fast. It absolutely is. She's actually located in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So if you are close, if you're like in the southeast portion of the United States, it's like super, super fast. If you're not, it's still within like 3 or 4 business days, 3 to 5, so you still get it very, very fast. Yes. Does anyone have any more questions while we're waiting for this to cut? This is a pretty intricate cut, so it does take it a few minutes, but I would love to answer any of your questions. Oh, that's a great idea, Cindy. She said, I think these are going to be super cute, but instead of the water slide, I'm going to use my laminating sheets and sublimation. I love that idea.
That's such a good idea.
I love that idea. Why don't you do, oh, here's an idea. What if you put Maker's Magic on the tile and sublimate it on the Maker's Magic instead of the laminating sheet?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, geez. I think that's going to be a winner.
It's possible.
I think it's going to be a winner. Okay. Do you know where she sources her paper from? I've always been curious on how that works. Honestly, Megan, I don't. I think her and Courtney might know. I think they might have talked about it, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Now, you can see that we have our water slide decal cut out. Let's go ahead and remove this. Now, this is why we wanted to use the heavy cardstock setting. Y'all, look at that top one. It messed up just a little bit, but it still come out beautifully.
It's perfect.
Are you serious? Maybe I spoke again too soon, and maybe they were in my favor again. I don't know. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, like I said, the reason that we want to cut it on the heavy cardstock setting is because we want this cut away with the backing on it, okay? This is very important because this next step, you guys are gonna be like, what is she doing? She's gonna ruin it. But I'm not, I promise. I'm not. So what you're gonna do is you're literally gonna submerge your water slide decal. Look at that.
Wow.
What? That's what it does.
It's a little roly-poly.
It turns into a little roly-poly. And we're gonna unroll it. And if you leave it in here, you can see that it's gonna start coming away from the backing.
This blows my mind. Every time I watch this, it's so fascinating.
I know. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can leave it on the backing if you want to and bring it out, or if you want to take it off the backing. If it's more than one piece, I would leave it on the backing and bring it out and then arrange it, because you can start sliding it off here. And you do want your surface wet as well. And then watch. So like, I'm gonna add some more water here. Adding water to your surface allows you to arrange it the way that you want to. And then you're just going to smooth all of this out. And then you are going to set it aside to dry. Y'all, that's it. That's all you do.
That was so fast.
Yeah. So you do want to make sure, you do want to use your finger and like make sure there's no bubbles underneath it. So if you've ever used the wet method to apply permanent vinyl to a surface, this is the same concept as the wet method. It allows you to move it around, but it dries down sticky so that it doesn't move. So I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm just kind of dabbing this and kind of blotting this water off. And then look, y'all, it's not moving.
Karen made a good point. She said it's like those nail stickers.
Yes,
it's very similar.
It is just like the nail stickers, yes.
Yeah.
You can actually make your own nail stickers with water slide decals.
That's a good idea.
And then put clear polish over them. So you can make your own custom nail stickers this way.
What in the world?
Yes, ma'am. And then that's it. Like, how easy was that? I mean, obviously I'm gonna show you guys again because it was so easy. Let's do it again. Do it one more time. So I'm just pulling this off of our mat. Okay, am I in the center? Can they see this?
Yeah, you're good.
Beautiful. Are y'all ready?
Don't.
Oh! I just love watching it do that. And then you just let it sit there for a few minutes. It'll soften up.
It's just taking a little bath.
Yeah. Then it'll come off. And this time, let's take it off. I'll actually take it off the backing and show you how you can do it this way. So you can see I've taken it off the backing. It's still in the water. It's still fine. We're just gonna pull that up. I'm gonna wet at the coaster just a little bit. Lay it down. Place it where we want it. I was afraid this was gonna happen. You know what? I'm gonna flip it around this way because there's a hole over here and I don't want any part of this Waterslide decal touching this part of the natural stone.
That's what's so good about it. It's so forgivable.
It is so forgivable. Like I can even watch this, guys. I can take it off, put a little bit more water on it if it's not where I want it, and then lay it back down.
Just like that.
Like that's how easy it is. Like don't overcomplicate this at all. Do not overcomplicate, okay? And then we're just gonna take our paper towel, and we're just gonna dab some of this water out. And y'all, that's it. That's all.
I feel like this craft would be very addicting.
Yes.
I would be making like 40 of these things in one day.
Yes, and these are so easily done on like cups, coffee mugs, whatever. Donna asked, can you overwork this project? Will it start to break apart? I've never had issues with that. Now, it might be not hold up as well if you don't do as many layers of the polyacrylic. But I've never overworked anything, and I've never known of anybody overworking the Waterslide decal. So I don't know. I wish I could 100% answer that, like yes or no, but I've never done it, so I don't think you can. So now, wow, those edges just feel so nice.
It's seriously so seamless too. Like after I felt these, when I took pictures of them, it's so smooth.
Yes, yes. So now what we're gonna do, we're actually just gonna seal this bad boy with some Maker's Magic, and then we're gonna add the felt feet, and that's it. That's all we got to do. So I'm just gonna shake this up really good, make sure it gets shaken up. Somebody said, I predict there's gonna be a run on Waterslide paper on Amazon. Yeah, probably, probably. So I'm just taking my Maker's Magic, and I am just going to seal this bad boy on here so that we can actually use them as coasters.
Can I just point out how thin this stuff is, like compared to Mod Podge?
Yes, it is very, very thin, but it gives such a good layer of protection.
Yes.
Now, personally, I'm gonna go ahead and seal the edges of this towel too. I don't think you're gonna be able to like tell a difference, but I just want to make sure that you can't tell a difference in the top to the sides. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of sealant here on the sides as well. Let's just hold it this way, get some of this stuff, and we'll just add some to the sides. And you can also do like 2 or 3 layers of sealant if you want to. Like if it makes you nervous, if you're the type of person that you're like, I really don't want this, I don't want it to go anywhere, you can add a couple layers, y'all. It's not a big deal. So once you add your sealant, you're just gonna set it over to the side, let that dry. Now, let's talk about real quick the dry time on Maker's Magic versus Mod Podge. So I don't know if you all have ever read the back of a Mod Podge bottle, but the back of a Mod Podge bottle, it says that the cure time is 28 days.
What?
Yes, did you not know that?
Ain't no way.
28 days for a true cure time. This has a 1 hour dry time, 48 hour cure time.
Wow.
48 hours for a full cure. That is a game changer, especially if you are selling crafts that you have to seal and you don't want any, like you want the integrity to hold up. If you were using Mod Podge to seal stuff and you're selling that, you truly technically have to wait 28 days before you can, because that's the full cure time. So Kathy said, I just ordered my Waterslide paper. So this 2 days, that's insane.
That
is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Jessica, I feel like it's on all Mod Podge, not just dishwasher. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is just dishwasher, but I thought that it was all. But I may be wrong. Like, y'all, I'm not perfect. Like, there's lots of chances for me to be wrong. So if I am wrong, I apologize. But I really thought it was 28 days on all of them. Anyway, Okay, great question. Someone asked, I joined late, why do you need to use the Cricut instead of using scissors to cut out your design? Well, let's just show you. I can't cut with scissors that good.
No way.
I can't do that.
It's very intricate.
Yes, and the reason that I don't want to just cut a square around it is because really and truly, like, I don't want the Waterslide decal to be all over the coaster. I just want it in as few places as it can be. So that's why we did use the Cricut. But anyway, if you want to try it using, I'm going to clean my brush in our Waterslide water here for just a second. If you want to try to cut it in a square, you can. But like I said, I wanted this decal to be on as few places as possible instead of just like a square all the way around it, you know? So, is it heat resistant? What do you use to seal if using a mug? Well, let's just look. No bubbles, no brush stroke, no tackiness, water-based, non-toxic, food contact safe.
Wow.
Wow. Solvent-free, dries clear, outdoor use okay, indoor use okay. It is tintable. I did not know that it was tintable. I may have to try to tint some and use it tintable, like a stain, like a sealant stain on some wood. Are you kidding me?
So pretty much this product
and
is
you can
perfect.
you can also thin it. If you think it's too thick, you can thin it with water and do even more coats. I mean,
you can't beat that.
I mean, come on. Apply thin coat, let it dry, repeat 2 to 3 times. So you do need to do a couple coats. That's for a sealer. You can use this as a glue. It says apply a thin layer to both sides and press together as a glue. Didn't know that.
Wow.
If you're wanting to use it as a finish, apply a moderate coat and then let it dry. So if you were doing these and wanting to seal this, I would do 3 coats on these coasters. This is if you were just doing a finish, just the one. Daisy, I will answer your question in just a second because that is a good question. To clean this up, you use soap and water and that's it. And honestly, I didn't use gloves, but it's not sticky on my fingers. Like, it's one of those things like, yeah, I've got some on my fingers, but I can just like rub it off my skin. It does say to use gloves with it, but y'all know me, I'm a rule breaker here. Works on all types of surfaces: wood, glass, paper, cardboard, ceramic, canvas, fabric. There you go, Kelly. It does work on fabric. Have I used it on fabric? No, but does it? Yes. Leather, vinyl, plastic, metal, stone, puzzles, cotton, and more. Now, as far as if it is heat resist, like can stand up to heat, it does not say on this bottle. I did say at one point, I told Tanner that I wanted him to ask Evan. The guy who created this is the guy who created the scorch marker. He was a firefighter, and I can't remember why he decided that he wanted to create scorch marker, but anyway, he is truly like a mad scientist. So they came up with that, with the scorch marker, and then he was always trying to find a way to seal in their projects, and he personally didn't like didn't much care for Mod Podge. Listen, Mod Podge has been like my BFF, like OG crafting friend for years. But when someone comes along and changes the game this much, it's hard to let that go, but it's like, man, this is such good stuff. But anyway, I wanted to have Tanner ask him if it did hold up to heat, and I forgot, but we will try to find that out for you guys soon. Anyway, the question that Daisy asked.
Yes.
Go back up.
She's asking if you could use any printer.
Any printer to print on the water paper. No, this is inkjet printer only. It specifically says on here, inkjet Waterslide decal paper. We had someone ask that question earlier. Now, do I know if they make a laser Waterslide decal paper? Not 100% sure, but this is specifically inkjet Waterslide decal paper. Can you spray the gloss after you apply it to the tile instead of applying to the water slide paper. So no, you have to do the spray. So the spray is so important to do before you even put it through your Cricut, okay? So if that's what you're asking, once you print your design on your water slide decal, you have to spray this down, not once, not twice, 3 different times. And you need to let it dry 10 to 20 minutes between each spray. So you spray it, let it dry down, spray it again, dry down again, and then spray it a 3rd time and let it dry before they put it in here. Okay, Donna said she thinks she just saw that they do sell a laser version. If they do sell a laser version, I would highly suggest sticking with the Sunny Scopa brand if they do have it. This is the only brand that I think Tanner has really ever used. We'll go overhead. If you all need to take a screenshot of this, it's also linked down below, but for our laser printer people, this is the brand, Sunny Scopa, okay? So the water doesn't dissolve the ink. No, it does not. They do make a laser version, same brand. Love that. Love to hear it. So I'm assuming you're going to go ahead. It's going to be the same process. You spray it down. That's why you do this. Just like Ty said, we do this before. This is so the water does not, the ink does not run. Okay? So this has been I feel like it's been a quick project.
Yeah.
Y'all, I mean, oh, there was one last thing we have to do. We have to add the little feet to our coasters.
Yeah, the feet.
So, all you do, these are just felt pads from, I'm pretty sure they're from Dollar Tree. Y'all don't need anything like super nice for this, just some easy felt pads. What you would do, this is still drying a little bit, but we'll pick her up. We're just going to, let's just go ahead and take all of these off, and then we'll turn it over and put them all down at the same time. So what you're gonna do, add them in the corner, there, and there. And that's it. You have a beautiful coaster. How easy. I love it. I love it. Clay, what was your, are you asking if you can do water slide on clay? Let's look at the paper and see if it says specifically.
Yeah, we had a friend asking what different surfaces you could put it on.
Okay. It says on the back that you can apply it to ceramic. So this is stone, ceramic. It says display products, plastic models, candles, soap, furniture. And then it says egg craft.
Egg
like,
craft?
Like Easter eggs? I don't know.
Maybe.
Wine bottles, fishing. Why does it say fishing rods? Stop it. Why
I
does
need
it
to know who did that.
Yeah, so where it says fishing rods on the back. Of all things, why would it say fishing rods? Anyway, tile, art, suitable surfaces. There we go. Ceramic, metal, polished wood, candle, glass, plastic, melamine. There you go. That's what it says.
What a list.
Yep, ceramic, so that's gonna be your tile. This is stone. So it worked great on the stone. So you can do it on stone as well. And then, like I said, metal, polished wood, candles, glass, plastic, melamine. And this, you can see they have applied it to this plastic here. Why you would put it on soap, I'm not 100% sure, but it says you can. I just feel like it's a water slide decal and you're gonna get soap. I don't know, but anyway, you can.
Maybe it's for more pretty soap, like little ferns and little plants or
I
something.
could see that like for like display soaps.
Pressed flowers or
Yeah, I
something.
could see that for like display soaps.
Yeah.
You can obviously apply it to fishing rods too. So
I'm going to be doing that
in
later.
case anybody here was wondering, yes, you can put it on your fishing rod. Oh, guys, I've had such a good time with you guys today. I'm so glad that we have been able to craft together. It has been a great time. I have had a blast. Like I said at the first of the show, if you all are new to our channel, new to the cricketing, crafting community, what we do here is we try our best to bring you inspiration, education, and motivation to get that machine out of the box, start to using it, because you have made a huge investment in this machine already. So why would you make a huge investment in a machine if you're not going to use it? Because, and I say this, and I feel like I can use my mother as an example. I don't know that she watches our YouTube videos very often, but I'm gonna use her as an example.
Be careful.
Yeah, tread lightly. I'm just kidding. I love my mother. She bought a Cricut way back in the day. I mean, like the one that had the cartridges.
Oh.
Do you wanna know how many times we used it?
0.
0 times.
Oh,
because
man.
guess what? We didn't know how to use it. So that's why we are here, and honest to goodness, she has a new Cricut. She has a maker. She said she wanted one last year. Do you want to know what? She's not used it. I'm the only one that uses it. But anyway, we are here to help you because you have invested in this machine and you don't want to let it sit and collect dust. So that's why we decided to create the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut. This walks you through, I'm talking, getting it out of the box, explaining what all is in your box, how to use it, setting it up, setting up your design space, teaching you the terminology so that when you do watch our videos and we talk about offset, or we talk about kerning your fonts, or we talk about other things, it's not like a foreign language to you, because understanding what we are talking about has a lot to do with knowing how to use it and becoming a master with your machine. So if you decide that you want to get the absolute most out of your investment, now is the time to join our membership. We started our Black Friday sale yesterday. We started it early. Y'all, we only do this a few times a year. What you're gonna get if you decide to join us for a year and really get the most out of your Cricut, you're gonna get instant access to over 15,000 cut files, y'all.
That's insane.
Insane. As well as hundreds of fonts that are free for you to use. And let's not even talk about, we'll just touch on the fact that you get commercial licensings with that as well, meaning if you wanted to sell your crafts and make your money back, you can do that without fear of getting sued.
Yep.
Y'all, that's big time stuff. Plus, you get instant access to the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut. You get instant access to our full resource library. We have so many different things in our resource library. We have member-only crafts every month that you get access to all of those classes from all the previous years. I think we're up to like 50 or 60 classes in there already.
Oh my goodness.
And you do get grandfathered in with that $75 off, okay? So if you use the code 750FF, you get grandfathered in, meaning your price never changes. Like if we have to go up on our price, your price never changes. And that's what we love so much about our Black Friday sale is the fact that you get grandfathered in, like nothing changes. And you get this mailed to you for free. Yeah. We wanted to sweeten the deal even more, so you get this mailed to you for free. That way you get this, and you have y'all think about it this way. Even if next year you decide, I can't do this anymore, I'm not using it as much, if you sign up today and you get this workbook mailed to you, and you, like I said, you decide next year, it's just not in the cards, maybe you've got a lot of other stuff going on and you've not been crafting as much, you still have this. You still have this book. Yeah. It is a win-win for you. Because even if you don't have your membership, like you don't have online access to this book. But we're not gonna come to your house and say, give us our book back.
No.
It's yours. It is yours. Maribel asked, do we need to display your license when doing a show? No, girl, you're good. You're good. Daisy, did we put the printer on the supply list too? It should be. If it's not, our favorite printer for, our favorite inkjet printer is the Canon TS. I think it's the 9500 series is the one that we used to use. That's something else. If you all are a member, me and Alicia, I was literally talking about one day, I was talking about how this printer is our OG. It is so good. It's a workhorse. I'm talking like, y'all, I was doing 500 stickers one day on this printer and I was just putting it through it. No problem at all. We tried to put tissue paper through it. It ate it. It died. It's not been, we've not revived it since. But we do love the Canon TS80. I think there's an 8100 series that we have been using. That's great. We love Canon printers when it comes to inkjet. Okay?
Yes, they're great.
Canon printers are great. It should be linked down below. If it's not, I will make sure to get that added in there. Okay? Kelly says the cut files pay for the membership by itself. Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
I mean, we actually just released, was it today that we just released? I think we
so.
just
I got an
released
email.
500 new files today.
And can I say those files are good?
They are.
I saw some Christmas files in there that are top notch, you guys. So good.
Okay. Kathy asked, I asked this question before, but did not get an answer. Well, I'm here to answer your question. I'm so glad you asked it again. I paid more than this deal in April this year. Can I get this price when I purchase another year in April? So, Kathy, if you will email customer service hi@makersgonnalearn.com, what you can do is you can actually renew now and still have those extra months tacked on to your membership and get this deal now and also get this workbook sent to you. So,
Yeah, of
I mean, love that. So you're not losing anything. You won't be losing anything. So yeah, if y'all have any more questions, as always, if there are individual like customer or individual
membership
profile membership questions, make sure you email customer service. They can give you a very one-on-one experience answering your questions. hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Or if you're watching the replay and you have questions, make sure to email us. And one thing that I have been telling people, if you are emailing us about an issue that you're having with a project, things like that, I love when we get questions and they send us screenshots. I actually have one that I'm working on now that somebody sent us a screenshot in. That helps us help you better. So if you have issues, take a screenshot, send it to us. We'll try our best to help you figure all of that out. Yeah. Giveaway info for next week. So we're not doing a giveaway today. We did one yesterday. We already did that. Giveaway info for next week. All you have to do, show up, be present, comment on the live, and I would even suggest going back and commenting on the video afterwards as well. I mean, the more you comment, the better chances, you know?
Of course.
So comment on the replay, comment on the live, be there. So for example, how it's gonna work, Monday's giveaway, we will announce what Mondays, actually I think it's in the description, but I don't remember, but we give something away every day. So we'll talk about what we're giving away Monday. We will give everybody an opportunity to comment on either the replay or the live video. And then Tuesday, I think it's Tuesday, you have to comment by Tuesday at 11 the next day. We go back and choose the winner from the comments. We just randomly choose a winner. That's all you have to do to enter. And then we will announce Monday's giveaway on Tuesday, okay? That's how all week is gonna work. You don't have to be a member to enter the giveaway. You just have to be here, be present, or rewatch it. We understand that not everybody can watch us live. That's okay. We also pick winners from the comments, not just live comments, okay? Yeah. So comment, like I said, you don't have to be a member. Anyone can win. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family. Everybody needs to come. And the other, Lindsay said $100 Amazon gift card for Monday. Beautiful. Love that. Love you for that. And the only other difference is on Friday, since it is our last day of boot camp, you do have to be present and live to win that one.
And you're gonna wanna be present for that one.
And you're gonna wanna be present. Absolutely. I missed the part of the Waterslide paper. Is it the white or the clear? The one we did today is the clear. So make sure when you are ordering, make sure that you choose the clear. There may be some projects where the white would look better. This one specifically, we love the clear. So if you are wanting to recreate this one specifically, use the clear. So if no one else has any questions, we are going to say goodbye for today, and y'all make sure you are here on Monday. I promise you.
Yes.
You've got to be
Can't
here.
miss it.
I'm so excited. Okay, guys, we will see you back here on Monday to kick off boot camp.